Ba-ba-ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-ba-ba-bum. Hi. Welcome back to Notes to Self. As you all know, if you listened to my podcast the other week, I went on a little camping trip with my sister in Nebraska. It was a lot of fun. I did teepee tent camping. It was weird. But anyway, since that happened, a lot of stuff has happened. I know Andrew, for his podcast, didn't get a chance to talk about it because it still was kind of fresh. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit. E3 happened not too long ago, and yeah, we were talking about things, and it seems some cool stuff is happening. Cool things are coming around, and I know I'm excited. I know Andrew's excited for some of those things. One of the big things we are excited about and talking about is that all the Resident Evil games are actually coming to the Switch, and that's exciting news for us. You've seen us play Resident Evil 6 a little bit. We do plan on returning to that, so if you are fans of Resident Evil and you watch those older videos and you want more, don't worry, we have that coming up. But with Resident Evil 2, the remaster coming out, and Andrew buying and playing that, we were talking about, Resident Evil games and how Nintendo has pretty much always had Resident Evil games, and that's kind of cool. And we were wondering where they were on the Switch, so now they're coming. But that's not really, the big piece for us. We were looking at stuff that was coming out. Gears of War 5, Andrew and I both played the Gears series, so it's exciting to see the next part of that. I know it was very briefly mentioned at E3, and it's, still years away, but Halo Infinity, the sequel and continuation to the Halo franchise, is still in the works. We'll get it eventually. I'm not in a rush. I can wait forever for it. But we have Battletoads Remaster, which will be interesting. We might actually play the original Battletoads here on the channel at some point. I did buy the rare replay on, I bought the rare replay on the Xbox One years back, like when it first came out. I was excited. So that is a real possibility that we will play that on the channel. Along with the rare replay and some other things. What else do we have planned? Oh, we saw some cool stuff coming to Switch and Nintendo. We saw Animal Crossing get delayed, which, okay, that's fine. We anticipate that as Animal Crossing fans. It's just what we come to learn and accept. But the big surprise was the Dragon Quest character added to Smash Brothers. Nah, I'm just fucking with you guys. No, the real exciting piece that we've kind of not talked about here yet is Banjo-Kazooie. I know Andrew and I both grew up with that kind of era of games, the N64 games, the collectathons. I know we've talked about, maybe not on the channel, but he and I have talked about playing, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, things like that. As I've mentioned on the channel before. If not, I apologize, people. We talk about a lot in between recording sessions. But there is talks, since we have the technology finally working for us to play some of those older games on those original consoles, you'll actually see us play more of those. I know you saw it with the original Xbox, and we played that wrestling game on the N64 quite a while back now. But you might see us playing some classic games. I know that we have to get a new a new Super Nintendo controller, because that's our current issue. We have controllers, but they're broken. So we're going to need some new controllers, and we might see us play some Super Nintendo. I know you've seen us play on the PlayStation Classic and the Nintendo Classic. We don't have a Super Nintendo Classic, but since I still have the original Super Nintendo, we could still play games that we have access to there, so no worries there. Let's see, what else do we got going on? I really can't think of much that we have going on. Oh, that's right. So Smash Brothers. Banjo-Kazooie is going to be in Smash, and that's actually really exciting for some of us, me especially. I know Andrew is kind of excited, but I'm the big one. I'm ready to fight Donkey Kong and King K. Rool with Banjo and Kazooie. But, that's just me. But yeah, so there's some cool stuff coming out. We, like everyone else, noticed that, Sony decided not to participate this year. They're doing their own thing for the PlayStation 5. Yeah, whatever the heck they're calling it. I'm pretty sure it's the 5, because they're still on numbers. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so they're going to be doing the PlayStation 5, their own thing, whatever. That's fine. In my opinion, I think Nintendo might have won E3. They revealed a lot of games. They revealed some DLC. There's some cool stuff happening. That's just E3. E3 always gives us something weird and cool to look forward to. And so that's exciting for me. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to play some of these games. I'm excited to see where it goes. The usual. So I have talked with Andrew, and we have a couple new things continuing to be planned, upcoming for you guys. So definitely want to keep an eye out. We do have some more video stuff coming up. As you've already noticed, and we've talked about, Andrew talked about in his podcast, not the last one, but the one before, we do have a summer schedule. So Mondays and Wednesdays, expect to see the same old content, us playing a game. But Saturdays, look forward to things like our Drunken Genesis. I know it's a lot weird stuff going on, but, look forward to it. So I know we're planning some other things coming up. I'm not sure when exactly we're going to have it going, but we do have some stuff planned. What was I going to say? So as I've mentioned, Banjo-Kazooie and things like that, you will most likely see at least a video or two of that kind of stuff show up in the near future. I know one thing that we've wanted to do for a while is have a guest star kind of thing. So keep a lookout for the guest controller. That'll be our total guest segment, where, it'll be Andrew and myself, or one of us, and one guest that's not normally on the show. So it won't be Megan, it won't be Joe, any of those. It'll be an actual guest, someone you haven't seen on the show before. So look forward to that. That'll be coming around, the guest controller. I'm not sure when exactly we're going to get the guest controller, but it'll happen over the summer. And let's see. We also have the Solo Squad Mate. That's still the working name. We might have a little bit different of a name. But that'll be little one-offs, kind of like the arcade, but where Andrew or myself will play a game all by ourselves. We'll just kind of talk to you guys like we do in our podcast, except this time it'll be, we'll be talking about the game and other stuff, and we'll just be, enjoying ourselves and playing a game that we love. And we'll try to keep, the solo episodes to be stuff that either we've played 1,000 times or something we want to give you guys an initial first-time response. But we like to usually keep those first-time responses to ourselves. And, maybe like Andrew and I play together. Because that's way funnier. When Andrew and I play something together and you guys are just like, oh man, you guys go crazy. Like, especially with me. I know I've said it on the channel before, and I probably said it in a podcast before, but it's important to re-emphasize this. I am afraid of horror games to no end, and I really expect Andrew to make me play some horror games coming up. So, yeah, I won't be playing horror games solo. I'll play them with Andrew. But yeah, so just keep watching the channel. The usual, there'll be updates, you'll see stuff, and you'll be like, oh, that's kind of cool. You it's whatever you guys want to do. We tell you to watch, we tell you to do all that other stuff, but it's up to you. We're just your source of entertainment some days. We're not perfect, but we do enjoy making what we do. So that's all I have to say about the channel and E3 and that kind of stuff. I know this is a weird kind of podcast. It definitely doesn't feel normal. I don't know. It's a weird time this summer. There's stuff going on that's not super important, so I'm not going to bore you guys with details and whatnot, but there's other stuff going on, and we're just doing our best, doing what we do, getting the content out for you guys. So I'll tell you, next week, look forward to some first time beginning test stuff. You won't see a lot of the classic content. We're filming this weekend, actually, so today I'm recording this as of Wednesday, I believe, so you won't see any new stuff really till afterwards, but we are filming stuff. We're looking forward to the stuff we're filming. We're giving you guys some more Drunken Genesis. You guys have asked for it. We are giving it to you. Excuse me. Yeah, so we're giving you some more Drunken Genesis. We're filming that. We're also filming some new stuff that, you may or may not like. We'll see. If any of you are Dungeons & Dragons fans, you will definitely like one of the things we're doing. And, yeah. So we'll start putting out more content, and you guys will get more of that, and definitely there'll be some fun stuff and some weird things like normal. And yeah, so just look forward to the new content. I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling right now, but that's because I really don't know what else to say. Just keep following us, keep subscribed, keep looking out for some new content. We have a lot of cool stuff coming, and I promise that it's more of good stuff that you guys have come to like. Like I said, Andrew and I plan on returning to some of the games we started. Maybe we'll be starting a new one. I don't know. That's up to Andrew. But yeah, stay tuned. Keep following us, and who knows what the heck you're going to get. All right. I'm closing this podcast out. So I'll catch you guys soon. Don't forget to listen to Andrew's podcast next week, the Who's Cast. Who knows what he's going to talk about, but it'll be good because it's always good with Andrew. All right. We love you guys. Thanks for subscribing to us and sticking with us this whole time, and we'll see you soon. Bye.